Shout out to Felix Gray for sponsoring this update. Their lenses filter blue light and eliminate glare from screens without the telltale yellow tint or color distortion of other computer glasses. Get yours with free shipping and free returns at felixgrayglasses.com/no.
Oh, man.
Welcome to The Know, I'm Brian. So yesterday, one of the biggest stories in gaming was a tweet from a new Twitter account that allegedly belonged to PlayStation President John Kdin. Remember that? Yeah. It sent us all into a tizzy when it assured everybody that Sony first-party games, they wouldn't be going down the games as a service route. And everybody was like, yeah, good guy Sony, this rules. Well, it turns out that might have been fake. Probably wasn't real, despite looking very legitimate. So legitimate, in fact, that it fooled us. We'll admit it, we'll cop to it, but a lot of other media outlets too. And it also fooled PlayStation itself. It even got retweeted by President of Sony Worldwide Studios, Shuhei Yoshida himself. So we don't feel that bad about maybe getting faked out. The Kdin account got suspended, which probably means it wasn't real, but we're still waiting on confirmation along with everybody else on whether or not his tweet was true. We'll have to see. When it happens, we're gonna update accordingly. Sorry for the confusion, bear with us. We'll figure this shit out, don't worry. Did the release dates for 2 Xbox exclusives get leaked ahead of schedule? Holy shit, I love it when this happens. That might be the case thanks to Amazon Spain listings. They showed dates for both Crackdown 3 and State of Decay 2. The retailer showed a date of May 25th for State of Decay 2 and June 29th for Crackdown 3. That's almost my birthday. That's important. You should remember that. Don't remember that. Both of those dates are on a Friday, so that makes them a little bit more believable. That's when a lot of games come out. But as always, these listings could be premature or they could be complete bullshit. So far, all we know is that Crackdown 3, it's slated to come out sometime in the first half of this year. State of Decay 2 should be getting a date any day now. It's got its ESRB rating, so we're hanging on. But hopefully Amazon Spain is right. We went almost all of 2017 without a significant update from the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Remember that? And we still don't really have anything, but we do have the tiniest bit of information from producer Yoshinori Kitase. Kitase talked just a little bit about the game in a new interview with Famitsu, saying it's going well. That sounds like something I tell my boss when she asks me about something that I haven't even started yet. Like, it's going great, Ashley, just don't look at it yet. In other Final Fantasy VII Remake news, it looks like the upcoming Final Fantasy 30th Anniversary exhibition in Tokyo is going to feature some new image boards from the game. Ooh, image boards. Highlighting the Sector 5 church where Cloud and Aeris first met. Dang, that was a long time ago. Hopefully we'll get more than just a couple of images this year, like a game? Maybe? No, we're not going to get that this year. Could we finally have another Prince of Persia game on the way? Maybe. Judging by some new activity on Twitter, the creator of the franchise is trying to do what he can to bring the series back. Creator Jordan Mechner responded to a tweet from Chrissy Teigen and she was asking if the franchise was still around. Well, he wrote back, "Chrissy, I know a few other people who feel the same way. We're doing our best to make it happen." But before you get too excited that Prince of Persia is coming back, Ubisoft also responded to that tweet and dumped a whole bunch of cold water on it. They said the franchise is on pause at the moment. So thanks, Ubisoft. I guess no Prince of Persia. Battlefront II has gotten a lot of negative publicity over its loot boxes, but it's still really popular. Sony says that it was the most downloaded game on the PlayStation Store last month in Europe, and it was the 3rd most popular game in the US. It came in behind Call of Duty World War II and Gang Beasts. So maybe the backlash to the game was overblown, or maybe it was helped by the release of The Last Jedi. We're not really sure yet. They should have had a scene in the movie where Luke was like, back in my day, you got the full game on day one. No DLC, no loot boxes. Oh yeah, MTV still played music videos and the Rugrats was still on Nickelodeon. It was great. Anyway, I'm gonna go milk an alien now. This just in, people really like Overwatch. The new league did some big numbers yesterday on its first day, pulling in a peak of 415,000 viewers on Twitch. It's probably only going to go up from there because we're just in the early rounds. If you're looking for results, why are you here? You know what? I'll give them to you anyway. The Los Angeles Valiant skunked the San Francisco Shock 4-0, and the Los Angeles Gladiators beat the Shanghai Dragons also 4-0. Tough shit, Shanghai Dragons. You got an awesome name though. Meanwhile, the Dallas Fuel came up short against the Seoul Dynasty, losing 1-2. That's a bummer. The Dallas Fuel, more like the Dallas Loot. Cut that. Do not let them see that joke. So yeah, a good start to the league. Not a huge surprise because Overwatch is really popular, but still good to see that esports still gets more and more popular. I main Bastion because I'm a bad person. I like to just shoot people and then get killed because I'm just stationary. The reigning king of movie music, John Williams, he is committed to returning once again to Star Wars. In an interview with Variety, Williams said he's already talked to Episode 9 director J.J. Abrams and said he'd very much like to complete this new trilogy. Now, Williams returning for a new Star Wars saga film, that should be a no-brainer, right? But he's 85. He could decide to retire at any point. He's like, hey, I'm fucking tired of writing badass music. I'm gonna go drink beer all day. But he might be coming back. That's awesome. He isn't scoring any of the spinoffs though. Rogue One got scored by Michael Giacchino, and Solo will be scored by John Powell. Williams is only going to return to compose the new main theme, so there's never a guarantee that he'll write the music for any new Star Wars film. But there's one thing that the saga films have that the spinoffs don't. Rey. Williams apparently loves Rey and the actress playing her, and he said the real reason he couldn't let go of writing music for Star Wars after The Force Awakens is because he couldn't stand the thought of anyone else writing music for Daisy Ridley. Aww, that's sweet. Snowpiercer, have you ever heard of Snowpiercer? Well, if you haven't, it's a badass movie. And if you haven't seen it, you should, but you better do it soon because there's about to be a whole TV series based on the movie. TNT has made an order for the adaptation of the dark, socially conscious apocalyptic thriller after they saw a pilot directed by Doctor Strange's Scott Derrickson. The story, it's about the survivors of an icy apocalypse, and they ride around the world on a train that never stops. The poor, they're on the back half of the train, they live in squalor, while the rich lived in first class in the front half. So it's basically like airplanes. The film starred Chris Evans and Tilda Swinton, and the TV series, also pretty cool cast, Jennifer Connelly and Hamilton's Daveed Diggs on top of the roster. They're the leads, they're the big dogs. It's still early on the show, we don't have a premiere date, we don't have a showrunner yet, but obvious that TNT liked what they saw with the pilot, and we'll be getting more of it on TV soon, it looks like. So you know what humble bragging is, right? Like when your friend is like, oh God, I wish all these colleges would stop offering me scholarships. And you're like, fuck you, dude, I can still beat your ass in GoldenEye. I went to community college. That's how we got down there. Yeah, turns out people don't like humble braggers. Researchers at Harvard and the University of North Carolina, they surveyed a bunch of people and discovered that people like regular bragging more because at least then they're just honest about being an asshole. Did we really need Harvard to find this out? Like, you guys should be doing smart people stuff, not asking people like, hey, do you like free video games and porn? That's very interesting. I love being smart. Anyway, they also discovered that the best way to brag is to get a friend to brag for you. That way you don't seem like the bragger. You just seem like somebody with kiss-ass friends. So, progress. Can you have a tech conference without power? Well, that's what happened at the Consumer Electronics Show yesterday after the Las Vegas Convention Center suffered what they called an isolated power outage. Time to bust out the candles on the board game. Some brands, though, took the chance to make a little fun of the situation, like Intel, who tweeted a picture of a dark room and they captioned it, "Introducing Blackout, TM, the biggest thing to hit CES 2018 since 5G. Wait a minute, shouldn't you guys be, I don't know, fixing your chips instead of tweeting? That just doesn't seem like a good use of your time. It also wasn't that funny. Some nearby hotels also got hit too, but everything got turned back on finally, and we all got back to our sweet new gadgets. CES, if you're wondering, lasts through tomorrow. Well, that's all the news for today. For news from every corner of the internet, be sure to like this video. If you're new around here, subscribe to The Know. Thanks to Felix Gray for sponsoring this update. If you use PCs a lot for work or like me for a lot of gaming, you can notice a bit of strain after a few hours on the old eyes. Felix Gray, they offer glasses with lenses specially designed to filter that blue light and eliminate the glare, which are two big culprits behind that eye strain. I'm reading the teleprompter right now. It's great. It's like my eyes are on vacation. The glasses themselves, premium Italian acetate right here, and their blue light filtering material is built into the lens, so they're effective, but they don't have the yellow tint or the color distortion you see in other computer glasses. Forget those glasses, get with these. Right now they're available in non-prescription and reading glasses, but keep an eye out for prescription versions because we hear those are coming soon. If you want to try them out, give your eyes a break, Felix Gray offers free shipping and also free returns. So if you decide, hey, this isn't for me, you're not out a penny. What do you got to lose? Nothing, that's what. Get yours at felixgrayglasses.com/no.